Today we are going to take a look at how to separate data that is all in the same cell, all in the same column. You could use this for, say you had a list of names with last name, comma, first name, and you needed to separate those out so you could have all of the first names together, for example. This is great when you have ranking in a survey, and that's what we're going to take a look at. So let me share my screen and we'll take a look at how to separate out text into different cells on a PC in Excel. So I'm going to share my entire screen so that you can see everything that pops up. As you can see here, in the A column in each cell, I have a bunch of information all together. The question here was, please rank the time ranges during which you prefer taking classes with your most preferred on top. And so these are the rankings. I can see that this person's first choice is 10 to 1, followed by online, etc. But I need to have that in separate columns before I can really analyze that data. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hover over the label A for the A column until I have this black down arrow appear. Then I'm going to select the entire column and come over to the data field. Once I'm over in the data, I'm going to come over to text to columns. And then this pop-up window is going to come up asking me to convert text to columns. And I can either do it by separating it by characters or tabs, or do it with a fixed width so that everything is staying within the width that I want it to. For this, I'm going to choose delimited and have it be the characters that I'm separating it by. I'm going to click next, and comma and tab is selected on my screen right now. That's not what I want, so I'm going to deselect both. Semicolons are what we're separating each of my times here. So I'm going to click semicolon, I'm going to click next, general format, and finish. And you'll see that these all went to a separate column. I mentioned that you could do this with names, so I'm going to do that on this next sheet here. As you can see, I have some names, Kelly, comma, Laura, Smith, comma, Emily, etc. And if you're printing up name tags, for example, you wouldn't want them this way. You would want first to last. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, again, hover over that A label until my black down arrow is there, and then I'm going to select all of it. Again, in the data section, come over to text to columns. Again, I'm picking delimited and hitting next, but there are no semicolons. Now I have commas, so I'm going to unselect semicolon, select comma, and it will give me a preview of what that data is going to look like now. So I have all of my last names and all of my first names. Hit next and finish, and I now have these easily separated out. And then, of course, I could select all of the last names, right-click to cut them, and then put them so that I have first name, last name. But whatever you decide to do with it, you can do it with that text to columns function within the data section on Excel. Thanks, everybody. Watch this one a couple times if that was a little confusing to you. But the beauty of these videos is that they're short enough that you can watch them again and again and again. Thanks, everybody. Bye.